Right,
it's a bit smaller than I thought,
mate.
Yeah.
Face down.
No, don't.
Face down?
No, okay, if you want to.
Don't do that.
Never been in a guitar before.
We'll just lower that gently on.
It's a bit weird that you bought this, isn't it?
I know, I just really wanted the person that replaced me. There you go, well done at replacing me.
Cheers, mate. Oh, my God, he's happy.
Yeah. All right. I hope you're not in any discomfort.
It's all about you.
It's all about you.
I ought to point out that to make things more environmentally friendly, it is going to be a cremation. Right, on with the show, and there'll be more from the lovely Amanda and Harry later, but before that...
I just farted.
Right, onwards. There'll be more from the lovely Amanda and Harry later, but before that, why not feast your eyes on this brilliant Halloween-based exploration of British behaviour?
Oh, sounds good, am I in it?
No, that's why it's brilliant. Halloween, it's American, not British. A stiff upper lip never ever quivers.
Woohoo! Who wants some pumpkin pie? Only 3 weeks till Thanksgiving.
It's not British to love a turkey in November, and it's certainly not British to feel fear. What was that? I'm with the 59% of Scottish people that do not believe we can communicate with the dead. Oh, that's sweet. I'm sorry. I don't believe in ghosts, I don't believe in spirits, and I certainly don't believe in an afterlife. Grandpappy, is that you? Girls are much more likely to believe this sort of cack. 32% of women reckon they've seen a ghost. What Wally's? It's much more likely to be their paralytic boyfriend wandering around the flat, about to take a slash in the wardrobe. Where are you from, fair ghost?
Went to Eros nightclub last night. I think I had a dodgy kebab.
Oh, travel safe, pale spirit. Bollocks. Besides sleepwalking boyfriends, there's all the other tosh. Vampires, zombies, and in a zombie apocalypse, it's the Cornish that are most likely to have a go at surviving.
Is that a ghost? Or is that my cousin's uncle's sister?
I think it's your mother's cousin. Punch removed.
Stay tuned, because we'll be playing a special Halloween edition of Celebs Unzipped very shortly, and hearing this week's selection of Celebrity Confessions. So, Harry and Danny, there are loads of amazing stories in your autobiography.
Yes.
Okay? The one that I want you to talk about is Rod Stewart, private jet.
Basically, there were only 3 places on the private jet. So, obviously, there's 4 of us in the band. I went, it's Dougie's birthday, Danny knows Rod the best, so those 2 can go. Tom and I play paper, scissors, stones. So we play and I lose, right? So I'm a little bit sort of disheartened. I'm like, oh, that sucks. Before I know it, I've looked up and they've gone. They haven't even said goodbye. They've gone and they're on the private jets. But anyway, he stole your passports, didn't he?
Well, we got to the plane and he sort of said, oh, guys, we need your passports, blah, blah, blah. We're like, oh, yeah, cool, yeah. There's our passports. Anyway, so we landed and Rod got in his car, we got in our car. We got our passports back. We opened them up. In permanent marker, I've got a cock on my head. And then Dougie's got a cock on his head and Tom's got a cock on his head.
So Rod Stewart did that to everyone's passport?
Yeah.
Wow. So it's a good thing I didn't go, eh?
But then we went to America after that and we went over to Africa and stuff. So I had to go to America and Africa with his cock on my head.
Yeah. Amanda, talk about that show you did in America, The Swan.
The premise of the show is we took 20 self-confessed ugly ducklings. You would call them munters.
I thought you were going to say like you then. For example.
And we would basically give them a shitload of plastic surgery and turn them into completely different people, and then put them in a pageant, and the winner would become the ultimate swan. I know, exactly. So they would come to the big reveal, and it was in this big mansion, and they'd walk through these double doors, and they'd come to me, and they hadn't seen themselves, and there would be this, like, big mirror behind these draped red velvet curtains, and the curtain would drop, and then, oh, my God, it's me, I can't believe it. It was all very dramatic. I'm a swan. It was one moment.
Massive beat.
Oh, my God. But there was one girl I was interviewing, I was we were talking, I was like, can we cut tape, please? There was like a trickle of blood coming down her face because she'd had a facelift and they were pulling at her hair all day. So yeah, it was needless to say.
Did they all love it?
Could you imagine that though? Like if her face just fell down halfway through the reveal. I love it!
Happy Halloween!
Oh, have you any texts back, by the way, from those messages?
Yes. I felt my phone buzz.
Oh no.
So we sent him, well, you sent him, Brian, I know this is a bit random and inappropriate, but when we played golf that time, I've not been able to stop thinking about you. What does this mean? Question mark. H. Kiss. P.S. Have you seen the latest Attitude mag? So Brian replies 10 minutes later.
How old's Brian?
Brian, I guess he's in his sort of late 60s, maybe 70s.
Right, okay, is the text in capitals?
It's all in capitals.
It's all in capitals! It's all in capitals!
It's one letter per 3 seconds.
Brian goes, "Hi H, nice to hear from you. Hope you and Izzy are okay. I'm at Dolly's," which was my neighbour. "I'm at Dolly's at the moment in her bungalow. How's your golf? We must have a game sometime."
And Danny, did you get any response, anything yet?
Yeah.
No, you're joking.
I actually did, yeah. So you guys wrote, "I've waxed everything off, but I've been left with a horrible rash. What should I do? D, kiss."
Steve Fish from the Ministry, right?
Ministry of Sound,
Right,
yeah. He just goes, "Ha ha ha, lots of moisturising cream, kiss."
That's brilliant.
Well, as it's Halloween, we've got these wonderful jumpers on. We are celebrating Halloween. Are you big Halloween fans, you lot?
I actually just bought my first pumpkin ever today.
Oh, well done.
From my local butcher. I don't know what to do with it.
I don't know what you lot do for your Halloween parties, but I'm not particularly a fan of fancy dress. I just live my life through my dog, through Colin. Colin's a pug, and I'm working on his Halloween costume for this year, if you want to see it.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can get him in. Colin, come. Come, Col. There we go. Boy. Colin says, imagine if he curled one off now.
What a review of the show.
It's not my whole social life. I've got some cats as well. Right, come on, Cole. Come and join us on the sofa. Come on. Come on. Up. Okay. Yeah, there we go.
That is my biggest fear. A dog dressed as a spider crawling into my ear at night.
Based on what they've heard tonight from Danny, Harry and Amanda, it's time for the Unzipped sample to decide who is the least normal.
Yeah, if you think Harry might be two cymbals short of a drum kit, cheer now.
Oh.
Okay. If you think Danny is one hit short of a best-of album, cheer now.
But if you think Amanda is one big red ball short of a total wipeout, then cheer now.
The dog was cheering.
What do you reckon, Colin?
Colin cheered and then dribbled on me.
The weirdest is... Yeah, it's Danny.
How does this rank alongside your other achievements? How does it feel?
I'm quite honoured, to be honest. Does that mean that you two are quite boring?
We're standard. We're just really...
So, Danny, despite the fact that the Unzipped sample have questioned your sanity this evening, are you still up for winning them some booze?
Yes, definitely. Cheers, everyone!
It's time for this. It's time for Celebs Unzipped.
Let's do it.
Colin, go that way. Go.
Welcome to the game that's a bit like the sweets at the bottom of a trick-or-treat bag. Cheap and out of date.
If Harry, Danny and Amanda pull their fingers out, the entire audience will win cocktails.
So, say hello to the Halloween carousel of celebrity. Like, every week the sound effects fail.
That was awkward.
Don't worry. Okay, don't worry about it. Too late. So, let's have a look.
What dicks?
Okay. Have a look at these terrifying faces.
Oh. What am I doing?
What happened? So we've got Holly Willoughby, Joe Swash, Phelps. few others. Mr. Judd, Mr. Jones, and Miss Byram, allow me to ramp up the pressure several notches.
Mother! Mother!
Let's stop the wheel.
How cool if you had a goatee of bats like that.
It's Chico.
Okay. We asked Chico if he believes in ghosts. Do you think he said yes or no? Help him out, audience.
Yeah?
Yes, he does believe
Yeah.
in ghosts. Yeah, without doubt.
We've gone with yes. Let's have a look.
Do I believe in ghosts? Absolutely. Ghosts are real, but what all they are is entities, and that is when a human soul goes or tries to go to the next plane of existence, but it hasn't travelled or crossed over just yet. So that's all it is.
Imagine if at the end of that spiritual philosophy you'd gone, it's Chico time! 72% of people in Manchester believe in ghosts. But that's because they're always going, meow.
All right, let's spin again. Stop.
Definitely stops quicker for you. So annoying.
Now, you're not allowed to talk about this one. I'm going to ask this one. You'll find out why. We asked Joe Swash if he and Caroline Flack had ever trick-or-treated Russell. Do you think he said yes or no? They spent a lot of time together in the jungle. Okay? What do you reckon?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Now let's find out.
Me, Russell and Caroline was doing I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. It was our first series, so we was all getting to know each other. So we started doing blindfold wine tasting. And Russ was in the swimming pool and me and Caroline were on the side. So we blindfolded Russ. And we put some wine in a glass. But when Russ was blindfolded, I bent down and I pulled my pants down. And I pulled my bum cheeks apart and placed his nose right in the middle. And go on, Russ, give it a sniff, see what you think of the wine. And then he sniffed, I let go, and my bum caught his nose. And he had a massive sniff of my arse.
That is true. I was so eager to show off that they let me get a couple of wines right first, and when it was Joe's arse, I was actually going like that. When I took it off, I could just see ginger bum pubes. It was horrible. I was so close up.
Right, you need one more for the booze for the whole audience. Okay, spin it again. Let's go. You can do this. Stop.
Yeah, Derek Acora in spirit, please.
Hey.
Is there an old man anyone's lost? Lost an old human. Who's ever known a person? Thank you, my powers. Okay. Does medium and spirit whisperer Derek Acora know when he's going to die? Yes or no?
Come on.
Does he know when he's going to die?
He'll claim he does. Just bear in mind, he knows everything. He knows everything.
Yes. Let's find out. Bluetooth kidney.
I do know when I'm going to die. I'm very privileged. I had been told by my guy Sam and my grandmother many years ago that I would reach the grand age of 84. You know what? I'm happy with that. That's good innings.
Amazing. That was correct, which means you've won. Thanks to you lovely people. The audience will all get a cocktail.
A big thank you to our special guests, Amanda Byram, Harry Judd and Danny Jones!
We'll be back next week with Example and Jerry Springer. Amazing. But don't forget, until then, you can share your own personality report on the Unzipped website. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Halloween!